Good evening, wrestling fans. It's the last episode of AWL Hontai before the season finale.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, already in the ring fighting out of Mexico City, Mexico. Majiku 2 and her opponent, taking her with the ring from really none of my business. He is the number 2 ranked in the AWL Best 4 and a 1/2 of dominant submission. Shinda Akuko.
A woman with a date with the champion, facing off against a wrestler who is going to be fighting to save her career in Botsumania. Shinda Akuko is the most dangerous woman in the AWL in any branch, any division. The fact that she hasn't actually crippled anybody yet is a minor miracle. Bang the gong, the match is on. They clash in the center of the ring, belly to belly. No, ministerial suplex to start us off. Majiku 2 looking to build up some momentum. She cannot mathematically save herself from the danger zone here, but she can knock Shinda Akuko into negative numbers. Shinda Akuko, for all of her violence, for all of the danger that she represents, is 14-14 in her AWL career. 14 wins, 14 losses. That means a ratio of ±0. Majiku 2, on the other hand, 5 wins, 22 losses, ratio of -17. So on paper, this is a massive mismatch. A lot of action coming to you tonight on our go-home show for the season finale. It's the traditional, let's get all the matches together in an Atomicos match. That's going to be fun. Ophidian actually stepping into the ring of his own accord for one, and another top wrestler from the outside wants a shot at Majiku. In what might be their last ever tag team match, Yin Yang face the newly female team of Zaidan J, and rank is on the line in our big meaty men slap and meat match. Well, I've been promoing that. Majiku 2 has gotten smashed on the outside. Her father will be in action. Her father, her brother, and herself are all in Botsumania matches this season. So the chance of the family staying together, a familia still being a 3-wrestler unit by the end of this season, highly unlikely at this point. It's going to be a coin flip in the men's Botsumania match and a 1 out of 4 chance of losing a family member in the women's match. I'm not going to do any Steiner maths here, never do math on a live recording. But an interesting version of a takedown there. And an knee right to the head of the mask. And that is what I mean when I say that Shinda Akuko is the most dangerous woman in the league, because she does not give a damn about the safety of her opponent. And Orb of Light into a stunner from the second generation Warrior of Light. 20 count on the outside, of course. Collar and elbow tie up. Shinda Akuko, a ranked wrestler, a pretty highly ranked wrestler, ranked 2 in the AWL Best 4. So while a win here would not save, even a win by ring out, it would not save Majiku 2 from Botsumania. Oh, what is this going to be? Hikari no Spiraru! Hikari no Spiraru. From the top rope down to the floor. I don't think I've ever even seen her father do that. Good grief. The match does continue with 7 minutes on the clock. And I'm just trying to get over this. This is insane, people. Think about it. Irish whip back into the ring. And Shinda Akuko getting... Oh, wait a minute! Tope! Ooh! I think she got her hands up to protect herself on that fall, but not at a good time. That is going to hurt. Majiku 2, this is what happens in a lot of her matches. She keeps making these kind of mistakes. That's why her young career, a promising career, just hasn't really worked that well. Orb of Light into the code breaker. Her father just used that as a senton. She's elevated it to a new, almost a Swiss Army move. Majiku 2 looking for her 6th win in the Animated Wrestling League. Collar and elbow tie-up, and endless light. The family finish. The endless light, 6 minutes on the clock. Majiku 2 maybe thinking I need to try to pull something else out of here. Irish whip. Off of the ropes. Drop down. Leapfrog, traditional combination to try to disorient or trip up your opponent, but a hit with a drop kick right to the center of mass. Up, down, all around. Jumon casting the Stella Mystica. Her father developing that move. In the early days of his career, he didn't know a single submission hold. And tonight he's facing Zack Sabre Jr. That's going to be fun. Vertebraker. If that's not the finish, that's a setup for a pile driver with Shinda Akuko most of the time. Orb of Light, this time into a flatliner. I think she's done this, what, 3 different variations of that move now. 1, 2, and just not enough.
Gopun Keika, 5 minutes past.
As we hit the halfway point of the time limit, 10-minute time limit in this opening match. We've got tag team action. We've got Atomicos 8-man tag team action. We've got more singles matches in the men's and women's divisions. And we've got Ophidian actually with the balls to step in the ring. He might try to switch up for King Akira, but that's not going to be quite as easy this time. We'll talk about that when we get to it. A fight forever chant, the fans really loving the fighting spirit, fighting from underneath, mathematically, underneath historically, underneath physically. But Majiku 2 not giving up in this match. 4 minutes and change, and she gets run over. On the outside, oh, beautiful flying rider kick. Majiku 2. Ten times out of 10, I would have said a fight on the outside favors Shinda Akuko, but the luchadora does seem to be pulling it together. Swing and a miss, kick to the midsection. Axe. Oh no, German. Oh, and a high angle German suplex. Dropping her straight down on the back of her head. Boot to the midsection. And again, basically picking her opponent up by the neck, recklessly throwing them around. I mentioned it earlier. Oh God, it's a pile driver! Oh, there's a reason that move has been banned in dozens of promotions. 1, 2, 3. 6 minutes, 57 seconds, the time of the fall. Majiku 2, one more step down. Now 5 and 23. Going into the career-threatening Botsumania match next week.
Here is your winner, Shinda Akuko.
Shinda Akuko, on the other hand, will maintain her rank in the AWL Best 4. She will face either the reigning women's champion, Joshi champion, Black Tiger Queen, or Max the Impaler. That would be a, we might have to do that as an empty arena match, just for safety. Rank on the line, the Giants and the Greats. I guess.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall, and rank is on the line. Introducing first, making his win and reign from the land of the giants, Kyoujin Kobayashi.
While he currently finds himself without a dance partner at the season finale, this has been an amazing career-redefining season for Kyoujin Kobayashi. Losing his tag team partner last year in Botsumania, becoming the man without a faction. We assumed he was going to be auditioning for every faction in Hontai, but no, he said no. Okay, I lost my tag team partner. I'm on my own. Let's just be on our own. Let me try this as a singles with no backup, and for the most part, it has worked. Yeah, he has rubbed elbows with the likes of Aztec Kaiser, with the likes of Tiger Mask. He's become a top-level guy here.
And his opponent making his way from parts unknown, representing the United Empire. He is the 2024 Provisional KOPW Champion, one half of the reigning IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, and the number 4 rank in the AWL Best Four, the Dominator, Great Okan.
The Dominator, Great Okan, making their way to the ring. They happen to think that this is ridiculous. However, the rules state if the number 4 ranked wrestler loses a match to an unranked wrestler like Kyoujin Kobayashi, they swap positions. Great Okan, if he loses this match, he is out of the AWL Best 4, and he's repping New Japan Pro Wrestling right now. 2 belts, unless there's a title defense set for the road to the Tokyo Dome. Great Okan will finish the year as KOPW champion. We will have the Rumble and the 4-way at the Dome, I believe, to set the King of Pro Wrestling 2025. Nice hard right hand to start us off the Tachiai, the first big takedown of the match. Not going to happen immediately. Great Okan with a cutter. Both men go down simultaneously, but the Dominator clearly in the plus position here. Kyoujin Kobayashi comes into this match with a ratio of 37 wins, 32 losses in his AWL career, putting him at +5 in the win-loss records. The Dominator, Great Okan, 19 and 13, +6. Now, a lot of that experience has come in tag team matches, either with his current tag team partner, the Face of Fury Henare, or with the Imperial Unit Jeff Cobb. Not a lot of singles experience in the Animated Wrestling League. Lots of single experience over in Shinihon Puroresu. There's the claw hold and the claw slam into the cover. Pretty close to the ropes. Referee gonna have to check. No! And by which I mean yes, the referee sees it. Some wrestlers think it's dishonorable to go to the ropes to break a hold, that you should be able to fight out of it, either with your own fighting spirit or your own superior technique. I'm not sure I agree with that. The rope break is part of the rules of professional wrestling. Yes, you can say you didn't kick out of the claw slam, but you did keep the match going. So what do you think? Is going to the ropes, should that be illegal? Should that be considered dishonorable? Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about that. I'm curious. 8 minutes, 20 seconds left on the clock as they spill to the outside in front of the international announce table. And, oh, overhand chop. I think that was a chop. Could have been a hammer fist as well. Rolling back into the ring. Dominator, Great Okan. No, he wants his opponent. Oh, he's going to springboard? No, he's not. Thought for a second Okan had something really stupid in mind. Abdominal stretch. Also occasionally referred to as a cobra twist. Stomped by the Kyoujin, by the giant Kobayashi, who, while more experienced in the Animated Wrestling League, less experienced in wrestling overall, the Great Okan is the senpai here. Big boot, the biggest boot in the AWL, coming right across the face of the Dominator. Great Okan, collar and elbow tie-up, and up and down! Oh god, elevated flatliner by Okan. I think that boot to the face, I think he took that as an insult. Goozle, but a back elbow escape, second time. Oh, that's going to be a fine. Boot to the midsection, the Dominator to the Dominator. Boom! Kyoujin Kobayashi. Ironic victory for the 1-2. Shoulder up. Shoulder up before that final fatal 3 count could be registered. Going up to the top rope. Maybe thinking splash. Oh, maybe thinking cross body block. And no axe handle. That's as close to high flying as you're going to see in this match. Mid-leg lariat does not connect. Slight disorientation. And another elevated flatliner. The Dominator is going to be looking for that claw slam one more time. Yes, he is. He's got claw. No, he's just holding it. This is just a claw hold. Trying to squeeze the life out of Kyoujin Kobayashi. And I think he has done so. Yes, he has. AWL official Hana Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family determined Kyoujin Kobayashi cannot continue the bout. It is a victory by referee stoppage for the KOPW Provisional Champion and the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Champion. You can see Kyoujin Kobayashi fighting hard here, trying to reach for the ropes, trying to reach for something, but in the end, he just collapses, and the referee has no choice but to make the call.
Here is your winner, Atomicos, Okon.
And that is Okon's 20th career victory in the Animated Wrestling League. Last week, this new woman, this new member, Yamada-kun of Zaidan J, made her debut. Let's find out a bit more about her, like her name.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making their way to the ring from the front office, the tag team combination of Sakai Reina and Yamada Hashira.
Hashira-kun.
Zaidan J.
Well, we first met Yamada Hashira last week, so she was alluded to, I believe alluded to the previous week, by Yamada Jiro. Yamada Jiro calling for his One-san, his big sister, and I think that's who we have found here. Yamada Hashira, now a new employee, a new hire of the J Foundation, Zaidan J. This will be her first sanctioned action in the Animated Wrestling League. The 2-on-1 attack last week being a completely different matter. And the fans already booing this. They don't like Zaidan J. They don't like the idea of Zaidan J getting any bigger. Now up to a total, I believe, of 5 members. This will be the first match for Yamada Hashira and for this iteration of the Zaidan J tag team. But they're going up against the longest running, and I'd say one of the best tag teams in the world.
And their opponents making their way to the ring from the human tag team, the original tag team, Yin Yang.
I mentioned it earlier, this could be the last time you see Yin and Yang come to the ring together. Yang, while she is the number 3 rank in the AWL Best 4, her win-loss record also puts her into the danger zone. Yin and Yang, the first tag team act ever hired by the Animated Wrestling League, the only female tag team to have ever held what is now called the AWL World Tag Team Championship. Now it's exclusively a men's title, a Danshi belt, but these two were some of the best. They've held the AWL Joshi Tag Team titles in the modern era as well. But Yang will be all on her own in Boxmania. Bang the gong, the match is on, 15 minutes on the clock in this tag team division contest, and immediately attempting to prevent a tag, that's veteran strategy. Yamada Hashira, this is our first chance getting a legal and legitimate look at this young woman. I say young, we don't actually know her name. We didn't even figure out her first name until just now. She was referred to as Yamada-kun by Sakai Reina, And Yamada Hashira referred to Sakai Reina as senpai, as upperclassmen, elder essentially. Oh, running enzigiri. Showing some athleticism, not as tall as her senpai. And there's the strength and the power of the dark side of the human psyche on display. Absolutely gorgeous. Into the cover here, one, kick out. The partners return to the ringside area, they return to the apron, thinking, yeah, gonna have to make a tag at some point here. Oh, and Hashira going to the outside. Stunner! No tag for you. That is a rookie mistake by Yamada Hashira. The tag made. In comes Yin. Boot to the midsection now, and Yin in legally. German, and pretty good German suplex. I love anytime we get to see the first match of a new wrestler in the AWL. We get the chance to sort of, what do we know about them? What do we learn about them? What are they good at? What are they bad at? Oh, look at that. Up and down with the wrist lock into the slam, maintaining the wrist control all the way down to the floor with the extra strike. That shows efficiency in her technique, in my opinion. Why she's going in and out of the ring and letting her opponent, stand up, I don't know. A bit of hesitation. Got your wrist lock sequence in. Maybe you thought I had a second to breathe. Big mistake. Level of competition in the Animated Wrestling League, way too high to ever take a breather in this company. Yang now in. We're looking for something, and these kicks are... Okay, definitely some educated feet on the new girl. And she's looking for something big out of the corner. We saw her trying to do this last week. Big boots. Corner running big boots. I don't know if she's got names for any of these moves. We'll hopefully find out. I'm assuming Zaidan J will put out some kind of press release. We'll be able to find out more about this young lady. About 12 minutes left on the clock, plenty of time. Couple of hard lefts into the stomach by Yang, able to get back to a relatively free position. Oh, okay, and the dark side coming out here from the dark side of the human psyche. Pushing the rules there. Using the rope, going for a chokehold or a cravat. And so far, Yamada Hashira has been the only legal competitor for her team here. There's not been a single tag on the Zaidan J team. This might be almost like a baptism by fire. Sort of a bit of hazing of the new employee. Officially, that doesn't happen in Japanese business, but that happens in Japanese business a lot. Collar and elbow tie-up, Irish whip into the neutral corner here. Not going for a tag Koge operation, but going for the Yin spin. Vintage Yin and Yang. That's going all the way back to season 0 with that combo. But it's brand new to Yamada Hashira. Head first. Tag made. Finally a tag made. We're going to see a tag Kogeki as well. An arm breaker. Sakai Reina, who has spent the first 4 minutes of this tag team match just watching. Now coming in, trying to show her Kohai how it's done. I don't think that's how it's done. Fisherman Brainbuster. As Yin is standing between Sakai Reina and the corner. Until she goes to the tag herself, Sakai Reina and Yang. Now your legal fighters. Sakai Reina, I should point out, 6-12 in the AWL. Ratio of -6, not brilliant. Yang, on the other hand, in the Botsamania danger zone. Yin is actually perfectly safe at 39-36 ratio of +3. And the new girl is her first match.
5 minutes. 5 minutes cost.
Which puts her at 0-0. So I do kind of wonder, does Sakai Reina feel that she's got a responsibility to her junior here to help get her off, get her AWL career off, I should say, on a positive note, immediately putting yourself above about half of the roster just by being on the plus side of the win-loss records. beautiful, not a traditional body slam, but a beautiful body slam anyway. There we go, a bit more of a power slam that time. Both teams looking for a tag. No, Sakai Reina not going for it. Thinking maybe she's got to show her Kohai how it's done. Demonstrate fighting spirit, demonstrate tenacity. I think that's a massive mistake. Sakai Reina should have gone for the tag there. Collar and elbow tie up. Thinking duality driver is not going to get it. DDT is a counter. Brilliant opportunity. Realizing you can shift your weight to get out of the duality driver. And then having the wherewithal to transition that into the DDT. Fantastic wrestling by Sakai Reina. Kicked in the midsection by Yin. Up and brain buster. Fisherman's brain buster. On the light side of the human psyche. One. The light side of the win-loss record for that matter. Starting to run low on time here. Past the halfway point. Vertical suplex. No! Duality driver. Satsuwaza takes a second to go for the cover. 1, 2. And that's half a second between hitting the duality driver and going for the traditional hook of the far leg cover. That second was the difference between victory and defeat. So far, we haven't really seen a lot of teamwork between the members of Zaidan J in this match. Of course, that's by comparison. They're going up against the most experienced team of any that has ever been in this league. A team that may be breaking up. May be forced to break up by Boxermania in just 7 days' time. Just the idea that this could be the last time we're going to see Yin and Yang as a tag team, it doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel natural. These two are fundamental. Shot into the neutral corner by Sakai Reina. And a jawbreaker on top of that with about 7 minutes and change left on the clock. Up and down with a vertical suplex. Using every inch of that height advantage. Yamada Hashira, Yamada-kun coming in now. Double tag. Uh-oh. Oh, the ripcord knee. Yin drops in, Yang in for the defense, but it doesn't matter. Beautiful defense by Yang. But Yamada Hashira able to get the shoulder up in time. It's going to take a duality driver, I think, to put her away for good. The energy of youth, powerbomb position. Yamada fights out of it. Sling blade. And we know she likes a running big boot out of the corner. She's going for that again. I think she is. Yes! And you heard that snap throughout the arena. It connects. And now overhead wrist lock. Trying to wear her opponent down. Unfortunately, leaving the left arm completely free. Yin able to fight her way out of it. A good idea to sort of start building your submission game. Even if you're going to be a tag team specialist. And we don't know that that's what's going to happen. We don't know if this tag team, they're a registered tag team. Hence the 0-0 that you saw in the title card. But wait a minute, duality driver. Not going for the traditional cover. Going to something a bit more standard, and that was the difference. I think Yin realized how close she was to the Zaidan J corner. Oh, Yin feeling it now. She can feel her opponent is vulnerable. And running full spell. Oh, no! Timing beyond her experience. Hashira able to get the one, and only one. As we're about to hit the 2/3 point of the time limit.
You couldn't take that. 10 minutes. 10 minutes left.
Yang and Sakai Reina continuing to fight on the outside. We're getting to see a good look at what this new wrestler, this new Zaidan J member can do. A spinning slam. And the referee calls it almost a mercy rule there. So an inauspicious beginning for Yamada Hashira, but frankly I see a great deal of potential in this kid. We'll just have to see what she does with the rest of her career.
Here your winner, Yin Yang.
And if that is the final tag team match of the original tag team, at least they go out with a win. Last week it was Will Ospreay, now it's Zack Sabre Jr. wanting to make sure he does not miss the opportunity to fight the legend of Lucha Libre.
The following non-title contest is scheduled for one fall. Already in the ring, fighting out of Mexico City, Mexico, the Warrior Light, Majiku. And his opponent, making his way to the ring from the Isle of Sheffield, England. He is the reigning IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, the frontman of TNT, Zack Sabre Jr.
Zack Sabre Jr. is on his road to the Tokyo Dome. Shooter Umino Shota on Itenyon, January the 4th, where the world of wrestling comes to the big egg. Iten-go, for the first time ever, the Wrestle Dynasty will begin. And he is thinking Ricochet. But first, the greatest luchador to ever step foot in an AWL ring versus the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. The International Wrestling Grand Prix has not sanctioned a title match. Zack has said, brother, I will give you a title match if I can get them to agree to it. They didn't. This match could have been, I would argue should have been, for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship of the World. Up, down, all around, spinning into the Manjigatame. Going back to the origin of Japanese Tekker, the origin of Japanese wrestling, with the great Antonio Inoki's signature hold. Zack is a human sponge, picking up wrestling techniques from all over the world where he's traveled. From the UK, picking up that classic British roller sport style, to Japan, to everywhere, to the United States, to Canada, to everywhere he has been around this world. Now here in the Animated Wrestling League, Zack on the plus side of the roster here, 14 wins, 11 losses, including appearances as the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. This is going to be a cleaner fight than we're going to expect with Umino Shota, who, while he has rejected the teachings of John Moxley, we cannot ignore the fact that Shooter, that's where he got that nickname, was from Moxley, from the cult leader that has dominated and taken hostage all Elite Wrestling. Right hand now on the outside, 20 counts as always in effect. AWL rules apply in this match. Oh Jesus! Zack's head came a millimeter away from those steps. That is frightening. Sharp corners on those steps as well. We got to get some kind of sandpaper or something. Both these men need to get back into the ring. Hana Baba Ganoush are the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family. And now the stairs being deliberately implemented as a contact surface, if you will. I can't do a Dusty Rhodes, can I? I'm just terrible at that. Maybe because I'm just not straight enough to do Dusty Rhodes. Who knows? 7.5 left. Irish whip into the corner. Sorry, into the ring. And the front man getting up front and up close and personal with the AWL fans here at the sold-out AWL Arena in Tokyo, Japan. The most successful gaijin in the country today, at least in the world of professional wrestling. Zack, dedicated to Shin Nihon Puroresu, ready to fly the flag, fly the lion mark, fly the banner around the world. And of course the team that he has built, the TMDK, the mighty Don't Kneel, half and half suplex. Majiku, of course, a legend. 6 100+ days as the AWL Light Heavyweight Champion, to the point that that's all we remember about that title. The title that was merged with the heavyweight title to form what we now call the Grand Championship. And there's Zack getting back to his roots with the submission. Now, if he can't get that in 6 seconds, he will abandon the hold. He believes that if you're going to tap a man out, you're going to do it in less than 6 seconds. That's a self-imposed rule, a self-imposed limit that he puts on himself. Beautiful arm drag, kip up, and a drop kick. Majiku, even in his relatively old age, showing why he is the greatest luchador, why wrestlers are coming from all over the world, from the United States with Will Ospreay, from here in Japan. The top wrestlers in the world are coming to fight this man while they can, because there's a good chance at the end of Botsumania, he's going to be gone. We might never see this luchador again. And there's the original Orb of Light. We saw everything his daughter has done with that technique. But that's the Orb of Light from the Warrior of Light. He gave himself that name because he wanted to always be a role model for the children who love professional wrestling, who love lucha libre. He wanted to be the unironic hero to a generation of children, and you know what? He has accomplished that. Now shepherding the careers of his own children, and there's the gravity kick. Had to put gravity in the name because it's the only thing the move doesn't have. Halfway through the time limit right about now. Zack forced to retreat.
Doppelkicker, 5 minutes tops.
Anxious even in the voice of our ring announcer. Running punch doesn't connect. The rear waistlock, the takedown. And Zack just showing off a little bit, showing what he can do. Oh! Cheeky little boy, isn't he? I think he's actually might be older than I am. I'm not sure. Pretty close, though, one way or the other. Collar and elbow tie-up, Irish whip. Into the corner, trying to take the legs out of the high flyer. A reversal, a double reversal. And looking for a blow here, the knockout blow. Almost a running axe bomber. And he does it! Zack Sabre Jr., I cannot call that an upset. But ZSJ picking up his 15th win in the Animated Wrestling League.
Here is your winner, Sabre Jr.
Nothing but respect, first from Will Ospreay, second from Zack Sabre Jr. to the legacy of Majiku. But will that legacy continue beyond next week? I don't trust Ophidian to actually fight. However, well, let's get the announcement out of the way, and then I'll tell you what I'm thinking.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, interesting first, being accompanied by King Akira, making his way to the ring from Cairo, Egypt. He is the leader of the Monster Union, and one half of the Animated Wrestling League World Tag Team Champions, the venomous, vile serpent of the Nile, Ophidian.
It was this past weekend at AWL Strong and Free, past Monday. Ophidian was scheduled to wrestle Fire Ant in a Chikara Dream match, but at the last possible second he switched out for King Akira. Here's the problem, that cannot happen tonight, because Ophidian is a floating champion, one half of the tag team champions of the world. He can wrestle in AWL Hontai. King Akira is contracted to Strong and Free. He's part of the Canadian branch. He doesn't own a floating title. He's here under the manager rule. Essentially, at the moment, King Akira only has a manager's license. That means Ophidian actually has to fight the battle this time. Now, did you notice something? He lifted his arms the way Hibitsukai usually does when he proclaims Viva Monster Union, but the leader of the faction didn't actually say it. He didn't actually say the catchphrase. Weird.
His opponent making his way to the ring comes Shiginamori, being accompanied by the great and devious Imperatrice Black, the white-furred fox, Shiroke, Kitsune, and represents Yokai, Buta.
You are seeing one half of the next and the grand finale, the season finale's Tag Team Championship match. The White-Bird Fox, Shiroke Kitsune, will team with the Great Tanuki to face the Den of Serpents. This match, a warm-up, a scouting mission perhaps, for both sides. Bang the gong, the match is on. This is a first-time meeting between these two. Ultramantis Black, not going to do anything to get his man disqualified, I don't believe. But he wants to get his hands on Ophidian so bad. On the 2, he had to tear the multiverse a new dimensional hole in order to make that happen. Forging from the golden power. Forging the Dragon's Lair. Ophidian kidnapped, essentially, to the Dragon's Lair. Well, it's good for the goose, good for the gander after his tricks with the Snake Pit. The sorcerers of the Animated Wrestling League starting to realize the power of championships, the power of gold. Literally to bend the universe to your will, if you have enough of it. Of course, right now, the only gold that the Monster Union has are the men's tag team championship, the Danshi tag belt, excuse me. I'm so excited getting ready for the season finale. It's my favorite time of the year. It means we've also got the off season is coming up, which means we're going to have the Oshogatsu Taikai, the Forge the 4 tournament, and because we're going to be going into January, we've got, as always, we have got the contractual obligation Rumble. So many new things coming down, so many plans coming down the pipe for the AWL as the Kitsune Kiku. Good night. Oh! And the fans here on their feet. The referee distracted by King Akira. 1, 2, 3. Unofficially, that is at least a 5 count now. In fact, why not? 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Ophidian able to get out of it. That was a win. I'm starting to question the manager rule, quite frankly. Up, down to Harris. Into the wheelbarrow facebuster. 1, 2. You see that chair has been slid into the ring by the man from the sands of time. And up, down, over the top rope, down to the floor. Ophidian hitting that clean. Shiroke Kitsune with the wherewithal to get the knees up before that standing star. As you're seeing the agility of the former Cobra Supernova, the venomous, vile serpent of the Nile. Much better name for him. The traitor, the manipulator, the cult leader. Ruling the roost, over the top. Collar and elbow tie up. And a back elbow strike, and this time the standing star connects. Less than 7 minutes left in the time limit. Ultramantis Black, not as talkative as he usually is, not proclaiming advice on the way down. And there's that Ophidian death grip. Gotta get a paw to the ropes, I think. Ophidian trying to lock it in on the Fox Spirit. The Kitsune, a very young Kitsune Spirit. You can tell because he only has the 1 tail. Number of tails, a sign of age, experience, and power. in the Fox Spirits of Japan, but he knows this from a much higher level. Kyubi Nejire! The 9-tail twist. 1, 2, kick out. And Ophidian could have a broken nose under that mask. We don't know. The fans absolutely loving this. They are so sick of Ophidian and his crap. Not to mention the fact that it is rare to see Ophidian here in Hontai. He's been ducking and dodging Ultramantis Black since he got here. And now he realizes he doesn't have a choice. He has to defend the tag team titles against the Spirit Force, the Yokai Butai forces and military force assembled by Ultramantis. Oh, look at that. Nobody climbs the ropes. Like the flying snake, huge splash into the cover. 1, 2. Notice how Ultramantis not cheating to help his man. King Akira cheating to help his boss. One more time, going for that Ophidian death grip. Can he lock it? No. Going for the overhead wrist lock instead. Shiroke able to fight out of it. One more time, he sought the waza. 9-tail twist. And this could do it. 1, 2, 3. Kyubi Nejire. Yusha. Victory. Ophidian out of options. Nowhere left to run. Nowhere left. Oh crap. Oh god, they're both. Oh god. Okay, get back to the live shot. Are we back to the live shot? No. We know. Kyubi Nejire. Get back to the live shot. They're beating. Oh come. Okay, this is broken down here, folks. The managers have jumped into the ring. There's gonna be some kind of fines leveled for this. Oh god. Referee trying to ring the bell to try to calm everybody down, tell them that the match is over. But this is just broken loose, folks. And now, with Ophidian thinking he's got the upper hand, now he's willing to get in the ring with Ultramantis. As long as he's got his 7-foot mummy backing him up. DDT, Ophidian attracting right, and now Ophidian in front of Ultramantis, stomping away at the Great and Devious One's student. And I believe now instructing King Akira to felt like a blatant chokehold here. And now the table coming in. And that's a Japanese table, folks. Those things don't break easy. This is not a wrestling match. This is an attack. This is soft. This is taking advantage. King Akira, Ultramantis not involved in the tag team title match at the finale, the Whitebird Fox. And Heavy and Ophidian certainly are. Oh god, Ultramantis, he had to have seen this coming, but now back down into the Ophidian death grip. Oh god, he is out. Oh god, he drops to the floor. He drops down. And here come the Kitsune kick. We're gonna get Ultramantis Black some medical attention. He needs to leave. He needs to get out of here. He is hurt. He is not a full-time wrestler. Kick to the midsection now. And look at this. Looks right at Ultramantis Black before hitting the Egyptian Destroyer. We're not playing music here. That wasn't a win in a wrestling match. That was a mugging. Right here. Look at it. Looks right at Ultramantis before hitting the Destroyer. Neither of these men seem willing, or in the case of the Mummy, able to say it, so I'll say it for them. Viva Monster Union. It's the last show before the equivalent of a pay-per-view. You knew this was gonna happen.
The following Atomicos contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making their way to the ring from the unified School of the Tiger style, the tag team combination of Taiga, Majiku, and the reigning anime movie Grand Champion Tiger Mom 2. Together they are Tiger Mom W.
The Grand Champion, Tiger Mask 2, set to defend his title at the finale, but that man climbing the ropes, Tiger the Dark, set to defend his mask. He will face Giant Tiger, Lucha de Apuesta, Mascara contra Mascara. The Tiger's war has reached a fever pitch.
Introducing next, making his way to the ring from parts unknown. He is the bearer of the Star of Aztec, Kurosuna Hoshi, Aztec Kaiser Neo.
Aztec Kaiser Neo eliminated Murder Grandpa himself, Suzuki Minoru, as well as the Rainmaker Okada Kazuchika, from a battle royal to determine who would get a shot at the AEW International Championship at Champions Week. Suzuki took great personal and professional exception to that, and a couple of weeks ago attacked Aztec Kaiser Neo before he could even get to the ring for a fight for four. Essentially, Suzuki cost this man an opportunity at the AWL Grand Championship. Now they will face each other at the finale. Grudge match.
Introducing next, making his way to the ring of the Shiroke, representing Yokai Butai. He is the 2024 Oshogatsu Taikai Yushousha, the Emerald Dragon.
And that, around his waist is the golden power that allowed for the creation of the Dragon's Lair. A power that he will have to surrender in about, doing my math, about 22 days' time in preparation for the Oshogatsu Taikai 2025. Now, when this match was originally signed, it was supposed to be the other half of the Tag Team Challengers, the Great Tanuki, in this match, Ultramantis Black, making the call that no, if we're going to be teaming with the Grand Champion, it should be the title holder of our faction. So it is the Emerald Dragon making the call here. Joining the fray, joining the fight, if you will. He is a Triple Crown champion in the AWL Grand Championship, Tag Team Championship, and Oshogatsu Taikai. Braggadocious beginning of the Black Tiger.
Their opponents. Introducing first, making his way to the ring from the Black Tiger Dojo. He is the #1 ranked in the AWL Best Four, Tiger. Justice.
Black Tiger Justice. He is the man who holds the record for most title defenses in a single reign of the Grand Championship. He is one half of the tag team with the most wins, most defenses in a single reign. And he is the #1 contender. He is the challenger for the finale. And he will be opposite his teacher, one of his teachers, Tiger Mask 2. Right now, hypothetically, at the end of the season, the Black Tigers could control every championship in the league with the exception of the New Year's Tournament Championship. And we know, mathematically guaranteed, that 2 Black Tigers will compete in the Oshogatsu Taikai this year. Complete Tigers domination is a mathematical possibility.
Introducing next, also fighting on the Black Tiger Dojo, Zaidan J.
But it's not just about the gold. Of course that's important. That's important to every wrestler. Every single wrestler, whoever laces up a pair of boots, dreams of someday being the champion. Never let anybody convince you otherwise. But this man, the Black Tigers, they want the gold, but they also want the mask of the Unified School of the Tiger style. Those they believe to be false tigers. Giant Tiger, he has made 3 prophecies for 3 singles matches between himself and Tiger the Dark. In the first match, he would beat him. The second match, he would injure him. The third match, he would take his mask. The first 2 prophecies have come to pass. Will the final third, the unmasking, the lucha de apuesta, go in favor of the Black Tigers? We will find out in a week. Oh god, here we go. The man who has taken pettiness to a new diamond-hard edge of violence. And a guy that I'm personally scared of.
Introducing next, making his way to the ring from Yokohama, Japan, wherever the hell else you want. The Pan-Straight legend, Lucky Suzuki Midori.
And when I say he can wrestle wherever he damn well chooses, that is the truth. Recently been competing in MLW as part of the Contra unit there. And he is now here in the Animated Wrestling League. He showed up because he wanted a chance at the International Championship of AEW. He was eliminated from that Battle Royal by Aztec Kaiser Neo, and that has earned Aztec Kaiser Neo the wrath of Suzuki. I removed the microphone so I may participate in the ritual. I have seen Suzuki wrestle live many times. I have never failed to do that at the top of my lungs. A habit I do not plan to break, because frankly the man scares the hell out of me. Suzuki also incidentally the only member of this match to have never held a title in the AWL.
And finally, making his way to the ring, representing Monster Union, he is one half of the Animated Wrestling League World Tag Team Champions, the Serpentine Sensation, Sky.
As much as I'm going to criticize Ophidian's, well, everything, it is hard to argue with the fact that Hibitsuka's career has benefited positively from the coming of the venomous, vile Serpent of the Nile. He is now Tag Team Champion of the world. Whereas before, he and King Akira were kind of floundering in the tag team division. Maybe because, I don't know, something was missing, some key ingredient that Ophidian brings, motivation perhaps? Or because Hibitsuka was not advancing in his pursuit of the snake style without the master there to teach him. I don't know. But he is a tag team champion. Ah, now there it is. There you see it. Hibitsuka proclaims the glory of the Monster Union. Ophidian, who's supposed to be leading the damn thing, doesn't. Bang the gong. The match is on, and we are starting off with a preview of the Grand Championship bout, the main event of the Season 23 finale. Tiger Mask 2 versus Black Tiger Injustice. Vertical suplex by the challenger. Obviously the title not on the line in this one fall, 20-minute time limit. Atomicos contest, Dragon suplex in front of the Emerald Dragon, calling back to an ancient alliance between the Tiger style and the Dragon style. Up, down, wild style facebuster. If he can do that at the finale, it's going to be good. A little bit of a conflab there between the Dragon and the Tiger. Tag Kogeki opportunity denied, but a hard and admittedly cheap shot by Aztec Kaiser Neo. Aztec Kaiser Neo cannot countenance betrayal. And it was Black Tiger Justice who betrayed the unified school of the Tiger style, joined up with the new Black Tigers. And it's gotten him to the main event. I'm not going to deny that, but he's burned every bridge from here to Madison County. In the process, Tiger suplex doesn't bother with the hold on the illegal man. And a hard shot to Suzuki, another shot to Hibitsuka. The Grand Champion making enemies left, right, and center right now. Oh, and again just throws him, yeets him across the ring. That is the wild style of the Tiger style, the variant, the sub-school, if you will, that Tiger Mask 2 has been developing and has been perfecting in the ring in front of us. Taking a look at the records right now, Tiger Mask 2 is the 30th AWL Grand Champion. He has made 5 successful title defenses. The tag made to the teacher, the mentor, the man who chose Black Tiger Justice to become a member of the Tiger's Dojo. The man who allowed him to take up the legacy of the Black Tiger, turn it to good, turn it to the just. Of course, this is not the Tiger he's going to have to worry about when the masks are on the line. But I'm sorry, there's no tag, there was no tag there. I thought there was a tag and I missed it. Black Tiger's Destroyer. Rolling to the outside. And now Giant Tiger, who will be wagering his mask at the finale, getting involved. That's completely legal. There are no corner men, there are no seconds in this match, where everybody's a legal participant. And we'll drag it down on the outside. The tag mate to Aztec Kaiser Neo. Someone that Black Tiger Justice doesn't have a huge amount of experience with. He knows everything about Tiger Mask 2 and Tiger the Dark. He just does. So that's actually pretty smart, tagging in someone he's got a lot less experience with. Running uppercut into that neutral corner, broken up. And that's why we have extended time limits on tag team, trios, and Atomicos matches. Because you've got other people to come in and break up a pin, it takes longer, or it should take longer, than a singles encounter. And beautiful German suplex on the bearer of the Star of Aztec. That star-shaped jewel in the forehead, in the crest of the helmet. Black Tiger Buster. We can see the Lucha de Apuestas breaking down on the top left-hand corner of your screen now. 1, 2. Aztec Kaiser kicks out, but it beats Sky helping out against the man, against Tiger the Dark, the man that Giant Tiger will have to face with the masks on the line. You have to keep your eyes open here, the referee focusing correctly on what's happening inside the ring. And in comes Suzuki, and this is the match we will see at the finale. A minor slight, beating him in a wrestling match. What is Tiger the Dark thinking here? He is showing no fear. Great foolishness, showing no fear against Suzuki Minoru. Black Tiger Bomb. And he turns back to the other Black Tigers. Suzuki might take that as disrespectful as well. Oh, you hear the chop, you hear the strike. Suzuki, the mixed martial arts legend.
Go for 5 minutes.
The Pancrase Pioneer tags in the Serpentine Sensation Habibsky, who has wrestled Tiger Mask W before the days of the brand split, but has been over in Canada for quite a while. I'm not sure if he wrestled, wait a minute. Hisatsuwaza Darkness Doraiba! The Darkness Driver pulls the leg away from the ropes, immediately broken up. "14 minutes remaining, approximately. Tag into the Grand Champion. Giant Tiger legal for the first time in the match. No, he isn't. Habibsky, I believe, is still the legal fighter. Gamba roll, Speciaru. Up and down. It's Tiger versus oh wait, no. You really don't want to be fighting Murder Grandpa right now. That's the problem with these Atomicos matches, especially when there's so many personal conflicts and rivalries going on here. It is so easy to get distracted from the person you're supposed to be wrestling, and if you do that for too long, you lose the wrestling match. AWL Hontai official Hana, Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family, maintaining the call. These are your two legal fighters in the ring. Are we going to see a tag? No, we're not. It beats... Oh, that's the Cobra Venom! Habibsky Dokugiri. Broken up by Aztec Kaiser Neo, who sidesteps a snake bite, I think. Suzuki back in. Suzuki, who's now I believe feels has been insulted by Tiger Mask 2. And Tiger suplex hold-off. He's the legal man. 1, 2. I think the only normal human in the match, Suzuki Minoru, if you can consider this man human. Plenty of reasons I'd think you might not want to. You might not be able to. Collar and elbow tie-up again, and overhand chops. Just like a frying pan right across your pectoral muscle. Collar and elbow again, vertical, no, up, and side slam. Thinking Tiger Breaker. You always take that back step for the Tiger Breaker. Suzuki felt it coming. Alabama Slam counter. And the Black Tigers would do well to observe how Suzuki Minoru fights Tiger Mask 2. This could be a masterclass for the Grand Championship match at the season finale. Stretching the leg, going for the toe hold as well. A double hold locked in for a couple of seconds, mainly I think to make it more difficult for Tiger Mask to stand. And he does so, albeit somewhat gingerly. Tag made Giant Tiger now. In to deal with the rest of the action. To finish off the mission, you hire the Giants. The powerhouse of the team. Might want to tag in. I'm thinking maybe Emerald Dragon would be a good choice. Power for power here. German suplex hold. 1, 2. Shoulder up. And again, it breaks down. The Black Tigers clashing with each other. Tiger, the Giant Tiger, both consider the other to be false Black Tigers. Rainmaker! Shades of his former tag team partner, Okada. Yes, Okada and Tiger Mask 2 were AWL World Tag Team Champions at one point. Long time ago, back when the Rainmaker was still the Rainmaker, instead of the Young Bucks' bitch. 10.5 minutes approximately remain, and again, Tiger Mask, this time luring his opponents off of the rope, off the apron before he goes back into the ring. Giant Tiger very quickly realizing he is in the wrong part of town. Not going to allow himself to be controlled like that. This guy does not like it's not like anybody but his own queen telling him what to do. Kick to the midsection. Splash in the corner. Coming up on the 10-minute mark, and a perfect tag.
10分経過、10分経過、10 minutes passed.
Black Tiger drop into the cover. 1, 2. We know Giant Tiger and Black Tiger Justice will be competing in the Oshogatsu Taikai, the New Year's tournament. There is no way for them to lose enough matches between now and the end of the season, by the end of the year I should say, for that to be an issue. Emerald Dragon will be competing in the tournament as well. Suzuki Minoru, not so much. Suzuki only 2-1 in the AWL. That's somewhat surprising. His only loss in the AWL coming in that Battle Royal. Maybe that's why he's so pissed. Going up. Dragon X, no! Oh! The double knee go to sleep. I thought he was going to go for the Dragon X driver. That, I think, could have ended the match. Maybe he felt he couldn't get him over. I don't know. I'm not a wrestler. I don't understand their minds. Vertical drop, brainbuster on Suzuki. Oh, oh no, and he's bleeding. And beats guy, scraping the face of the Yokai Butai field commander across the ropes, slicing him open like a cheese grater. And now Suzuki literally smelling the blood of the Emerald Dragon. Emerald Dragon, who used to be a human in a mask until he was given that amulet of transmogrification by the great and devious Ultramantis Black that turned him into the champion that he is today. Snap and super kick by Suzuki, not his usual style, and there the rising knee. Blood for blood. Snapdragon! Snapdragon! Referee too slow to start the count. Break up pretty quick there. And there's the Emerald Sleeper, but the referee reminding Emerald Dragon that Giant Tiger is not the opponent right now. Suzuki is, and Suzuki's on the outside. Hard to tell Suzuki what to do, but you got to make that 20 count anyway. Emerald Dragon allowing himself to be distracted by Giant Tiger, and he is paying for it now, with 7 minutes and change left in this match. Suzuki completely cutting off the ring. Emerald Dragon isolated in the Rudo corner. Oh no, now who's going to get the tag? And it looks like, yes, it is Black Tiger Justice. A little bit of an assist. Alley-oop shoulder tackle. Collar and elbow into the corner. I mean, I think I know what he's going for here. Yes, he is. The inescapable Black Tiger Salt. Nothing you can do about it. You can't escape. Victory for the Black Tigers. 7 days. They could control the AWL Grand Championship, and they could take a mask. The Tiger's War is
Here
on.
we go with it. The Black Tiger, Eddie Sky, and Suzuki Minoru.
Thank you very much for watching. We will run down the full card for the season finale this Monday on AWL Strong and Free, so make sure you get subscribed, make sure you see that. But for tonight, korede, shimarida.